Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter in which you will be learning about factors and multiples of numbers. Factors and multiples of number. So we are going to start with a new chapter, chapter number 4. So today's date is 1 July 2020. Okay. Chapter number 4, factors and multiples. As you have already studied about factors and multiples in your previous class, that is in class 4th, so we are going to study more about factors and multiples, that is properties of factors and properties of multiples. Along with this, you will be learning the rules of divisibility of some of the numbers in this chapter. Okay, so today we are not going to start with the exercise. We will be learning all the properties of factors, multiples and rules of divisibility today. Okay, these things are very much important in this chapter. Okay, so here we are going to start with factors first. Factors. Do you know what is a factor? Can you tell me what is a factor? A factor of a number is the exact divisor of that number. A factor of a number is the exact divisor of that number. Clear? See, here I can explain you factor. You know, 2 into 3 equals to 6. 2 into 3 equals to 6. So here 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. So you can write here 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. You can this can be easily explained here, like 6 divided by 2 equals to this 3. Similarly, this 6 divided by 3 equals to 2. Therefore, a factor of a number is the exact divisor of that number. So, factor is clear here. If you don't understand, watch it again and again. Watch it again and again. You will understand. A factor of a number is the exact divisor of that number. You know what is the meaning of exact divisor? Exact divisor means when a number is exactly divided and there is no remainder. There is no remainder. It means remainder is 0 there. When you will find when you are dividing a number and you are not getting any remainder, when you're dividing a number you're not getting any remainder, means remainder you're getting as 0, then the number is exactly divided. Clear? So here a factor of a number is exactly divisor, or we can say that a factor of number is the exact divisor of that number. Clear? So factor is clear. Here we are going to learn about the properties of factors. Properties of factors. You know, there are many properties of factors. Okay, so here we are going to learn about first property. 1 is a factor of every number. 1 is a factor of every number, because you know 1 divides every number exactly. 1 is the smallest factor of any number. You know 1 can divide any number exactly. Therefore, this is one of the very important property of a factor. Clear? Now next property is what? A number is a factor of itself. A number is a factor of itself because a number can divide itself exactly. A number can divide itself exactly. Here a number is 2. A number is 2. 2 divided by 2 equals to 0. Sorry. 2 divided by 2 equals to 1. Isn't 2 divided by 2 equals to 1? Clear? So here a number is a factor of itself because every non-zero number divides itself exactly. The number is the greatest factor of itself. See here, when you are dividing a number by itself, it means the number itself is the factor of its own. Clear? Now third property. A factor of a number is less than or equal to the number. A factor of a number is less than or equal to a number. Means you can say that third property is very important to understand which number can be the factor of a given number. So here you have understood that if I am asking you the factor of 2, the factor will be 1 and 2 only, not more than 2. Not more than 2. If in this case, if I'm asking what are the factors of 5, so the factors of 5 will be 5 or the smaller number, not more than 5. So what are the number that comes in 5's table? Sorry, what are the numbers that are divided by 5? So 1 and 5 itself. 1 and 5 itself. Okay. Now fourth property. Every number has at least two factors. Every number has at least two factors. 1 and the number itself. 1 and the number itself. Here, very easy to understand. You know about prime numbers. Prime numbers has only two factors, 1 and the number itself. So at least here you have understood that a number has at least two factors. There will not be less than two factors. Okay, understood. Now, next property. Every non-zero number is a factor of 0. Every non-zero number is a factor of 0. That is 0 divided by 3 equals to 0. 0 divided by 51 equals to 0. So this is also one of the very important property of factor. So here after factor we are moving to multiples. Okay, what are the multiples? Here look at this example. 2 into 3 equals to 6. 2 into 3 equals to 6. When you're multiplying a number by another number, the result you are getting as 6. So what is the multiple? 20. Here look at this example. We have 4 into 7 equals 28. So 28 is a multiple of 4 and 7. Similarly, here we have multiplied 2 and 3. So 6 is the multiple of 2 and 3. So we are going to learn about properties of multiples. Properties of multiples. Two and 3 are the multiples of 6. Similarly, 4 into 7 are the multiples of 28. Clear? Understood? Now properties of multiples. What are the properties of a multiple? Okay, so here we are going to learn about the first property of multiple. Every number is a multiple of 1. Every number is a multiple of 1. Clear? So 1 is multiplied by every number. Okay, Now, second property. Every number is a multiple of itself and is the smallest multiple of that number. Every number is a multiple of itself. Every number is a multiple of itself and that number is the smallest multiple of that number. Clear? Now, third property. Every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to that number. In case of factors, you learned that every factor of a number is equals to or less than. Here in case of multiples, what? Every multiple of a number is equals to or greater than that number. Equals to or greater than that number. Clear? Understood? Now, next property. We can find as many multiples of a number as we want. So, multiples of a number can be infinite. Multiples of a number can be infinite. It means you can find as many as multiple of a number. Clear? Now, next, we're going to move to a very important part of this chapter, which is rules of divisibility. Rules of divisibility. Here, one thing you must understand that today you have to write about factors and properties of factors in a copy. All the 5 factors, properties of factors, then multiples, all the 4 properties of multiples in a copy. Clear? Okay. Now, after this, you have to write all the rules of divisibility of the given number in a book. Rules of divisibility of 2, 5, 10, 3. Okay. Similarly, 6, then 9, then 4, and then 8. Once you will read these divisibility, you will be easily understand, okay, about the rules of divisibility. Now, we will be learning about rules of divisibility. Rules of divisibility. We have studied about these rules of divisibility in the previous class also. So, we are going to recapitulate all the rules of divisibility. So, first is the rules of divisibility of 2. Rules of divisibility. Okay. Number 1, divisible by 2. When can you say that a number is divisible by 2? Look at this example. You will be able to understand when a number is divisible by 2. Like a number is 46 here. Okay. Look at what is there at ones place. 6. Here 6 is an even number. 6 is an even number. When the digit at ones place is an even number. When a digit at ones place is an even number, you can say that that number is divisible by 2. Similarly, 47. Digit at ones place is not an even number. Therefore, it is not divisible by 2. It is not divisible by 2. Clear? You can say that not divisible by 2. Clear? Understood? Similarly, next divisibility is divisible by 5. Divisible by 5. Say for example, if a number has 0 or 5 in its ones place, if a number has 0 or 5 in its ones place, you can say that that number is divisible by 5. Say for example 45. 45. Look at what is there at ones place. 5. Here 60. What is there at ones place? 0. So here in both the number we have got 5 and 0. So both are divisible by 5. Clear? So the very easy thing is what? You have to look at what is there at ones place. If you find 5 or 0 is there at ones place, that number is exactly divisible by 5. Clear? Now, question number, next rule of divisibility. Divisible by 10. Divisible by 10. When can you say that a number is divisible by 10? If you find 0 at its ones place. 0 at its ones place. Like for example 60. 60 is a number and look at what is there at ones place. 0. So it is divisible by 10. Clear? If you find if you're getting a number like 65 and here what is there at ones place? 5. You have to find out there should be 0 at ones place. If other than 0, if there is any other number than 0, then it is not divisible by 10. Clear? Okay, so it is not divisible by 10. Clear? Now look at next rule of divisibility. Divisible by 3. When can you say that a number is divisible by 3? Here we need to check if a number is divisible by 3 or not. See, a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 3. Sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3. How to find out? Say for example, I'm taking a number 147. 147 is a number. Now, how will you say that this number is divisible by 3? To check this, what you need to do? You need to add all the digits of this number. 1 plus 4 plus 7. 1 plus 4 plus 7. 1 plus 4, 5 plus 7 is 12. 5 plus 7 is 12. See, 12 is divisible by 3 as it comes in 3's table, or it can be divided by 3 exactly. So you can say that to find out a number is divisible by 3, you need to add all the digits of the number, and we have to check the sum must be divisible by 3. Clear? Next rule of divisibility. Divisible by 6. Divisible by 6. See, a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. Or you can say that a number is divisible by 6 if it passes both the divisibility of 2 and 3. If it passes both the divisibility of 2 and 3. Say for example, if I'm taking a number like 12. 12 is a number. Okay. Now check whether 12 is divisible by 2 or not. Divisible by 2 or not. So look at, to check the divisibility of 2, what you need to check? You need to check if a number has an even number at its ones place. So here 2 is an even number, so it passes the divisibility of 2. Now we need to check whether it is passing the divisibility of 3 also. To check it, what you need to do, 1 plus 2 equals to 3 also passes the divisibility of 3. Therefore 12 is divisible by 6. Clear? See, to find out a number is divisible by 6, you have to check whether that number is passing both the divisibility of 2 and 3. If it is passing divisibility of 2 and not passing the divisibility of 3, then it is not passing the divisibility of 6. Clear? If a number is passing the divisibility of 3 but not passing the divisibility of 2, then that number is not divisible by 6. It means to pass the divisibility of 6, that number should pass the divisibility of 2 and 3 both. Clear? Next divisibility is divisible by 9. Divisible by 9. Okay. A number is divisible by 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 9. It is similar to the divisibility of 3. It is similar to the divisibility of 3. There, what you did, you have added all the digits of the number and checked whether the sum is divisible by 3 or not. Similarly, here you have to add all the digits of the number and check whether the sum is divisible by 9 or not. So we will be taking a number like 123. 123. Check 1 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 is not divisible by 9. Not divisible by 9. Once again, we are going to take a number like 4, 1, 4. Take a number 4, 1, 4. 4 plus 1 plus 4. 4 plus 1, 5 plus 4, 9. 9 is divisible by 9. So we can say that yes, 414 is divisible by 9. So it is very simple to understand the divisibility of various numbers. So to understand this, you need to practice the rules of divisibility of a number. If rules of divisibility of a number is clear, then you can do your you can easily find your factors and multiples very easily. Okay. Now next, divisibility by 4. Divisible by 4. Here, a number is divisible by 4. A number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by the last 2 digits on its extreme right is divisible by 4. See, to understand it, we can take an example. We can take an example. See, for example, take a number like 324. 324 is the number. Look at 2 digits. First 2 digit which is there at ones and tens place. First 2 digit which is there at ones and tens, and check whether this number is divisible by 4 or not. So this number is exactly divisible by 4. So we can say that 324 is divisible by 4. Similarly, we can take one more number like 632. 632. Okay. Now look at the digit at ones and tens place. 32. 32 is there in 4's table or not? Or 32 is divisible by 4 or not? 32 divided by 4. 4 8s are 32. Yes, it is also divisible. So what you need to do? A number is divisible by 4 if the digit at ones and tens or the number formed by the digits at ones and tens is divisible by 4 or not. Clear? So here you have learned about the divisibility of 2, divisibility of 5, divisibility of 10, 3, 6,